With the latest update of Margaret Nduta, the 7-year-old Kenyan lady who was arrested in Vietnam for smuggling in cocaine worth 2.4 kilograms. So far, the Kenya government is quiet on what's going on after the telephone conversation that they had the previous day. We don't have an update. We just want to believe that Nduta is still alive. That's all we have now. Right now, we want to believe that Margaret Nduta is still alive, waiting for the consideration that the government of Vietnam was telling Kenyan government that they'll consider. But guys, as we still wait and hope, just let's know that there's no better person the other one. The rules are rules. Rules are rules. So anything is possible. As much as we have hope, but guys, some things are coming up now. The story is, I remember when I started yesterday, I said she used JKIA, but now I'm seeing, according to the sister saying she was going for a job in the Middle East, and then she was using this agency. So she says, as she was going, the day she was leaving, they met with the agent at TRM. That's when he told her that her suitcase is small and old, so he had to get her another suitcase. Okay, that's what the twin sister actually. Nduta has a twin sister whose name is Wamboy. So guys, she traveled by bus from Kenya to Ethiopia by bus. So she took a flight from Ethiopia to Doha, Qatar. That's crazy, okay? How I want to believe she was really innocent. She didn't know what she was carrying. I don't know. She said she was given a briefcase to take, a suitcase to take, and then in return she would be given another suitcase to bring back. So, as things are now, we want to believe she's alive, but her fate still hangs by a thread of macabre reality. Okay? She was supposed to be killed through lethal injection. God. Imagine thinking of you going to die through lethal injection. And remember, they were to give her a last meal. It was like 7:30 p.m. So I don't know how that went. We really don't have the latest information as to what happened. But one thing I've seen our top lawyer, Kenya's top lawyers discussing is like one lawyer called Charles Kanjama was saying, Kenya has no legal entitlement to forced repatriation. Okay, they don't have legal entitlement to forced repatriation. The only way is diplomatic persuasion. Diplomatic persuasion, okay? And in diplomatic practice, you can place a request for your national arrested in a foreign country to be tried back in your country. But there is no international law that compels any country. There's no international law that compels any country to repatriate a convicted criminal. No international law. Okay. Therefore, Kenya can only explore only diplomatic channels. That's all. There isn't much they can do. They can't force it. You just try to persuade. Okay, you just use persuasion channel. So, according to Wamboy, that's Nduta's twin sister, Nduta left in 2023, hoping to secure a domestic worker job in the Middle East. Before she traveled, now see, job. There is job and there is delivering, okay? That's what I was saying from the word go, like this case is a bit complicated, because if you are going for a job, there's no way you're going for a job and then coming back. I'm sending you for a job and then you're coming back. Take this suitcase and bring back another one. There's a question there. If you're going for a job, it's like, hey, you are going here, you are going to meet with so and so, and this one is going to take you for the job you're going to do, and the kind of job you're going to do is this one. So as for Margaret, there's no clarity on what kind of job she was doing apart from delivering a suitcase, you see. But her twin sister says she was hoping to go for a domestic worker job. Then she says she met with her agent at TRM Mall in Nairobi, and she traveled by bus where she stayed for about, she traveled by bus to Ethiopia, where she stayed for about 10 days before her flight. So she stayed for 10 days. Yeah, I was wondering, from the day she started leaving Kenya to the time she arrived Vietnam, it was like 2 weeks. I was wondering, what's happening? Why was that flight too long? Even if it was a layoff of 1 week, I was wondering why it took so long. So she left Nairobi by bus, went to Ethiopia, stayed for 10 days, waiting for her flight. Okay? So, and Wamboi says that's Nduta's twin sister. She keeps saying that Nduta was informed that her suitcase was too small and old, prompting her agent to buy her a new bag. So the agent bought a new bag and gave her. And I want to believe that's where the cocaine were in, but still we're yet to know. I don't know if we'll ever know the truth, but the only way we can know is if that lady would have said the truth. So another story is, they say they've been saying, she says that the agent's name is John. That's the only name she gave. But when I listened to the interview her mother was given, she said Kinyanjui. So there's John Kinyanjui, okay? He has two names. There's John Kinyanjui, who was the agent. If that's the truth, if she was saying the truth, unless she was lying as to who gave her the bag or who sent her, but she says it's John, and then the mother says it's Kinyanjui. So either it's John Kinyanjui or there are two people, we don't know. So, and there's another city lawyer called Matthew Sokot, who says diplomatically Kenya can put a request before Vietnam on two grounds: that the person can get fair hearing back home, and also on grounds purely anchored in maintaining diplomatic relations between the two countries. Remember, these two countries, we don't have embassies. We don't have direct diplomatic embassies in both countries. There's no Kenyan embassy in Vietnam. There's no Vietnamese embassy in Kenya. So we are using Tanzania, okay? And I hear the one in Vietnam, they're using the embassy in Thailand. So it's Thailand and then Tanzania. So it's crazy, my friends. It's crazy. But all I want to say, guys, let's learn to say no to drugs. Let's say no to drugs. And if you know somebody's using you, please say no. No amount of money can buy your life. See, she got only $1,300 US, but she's facing death as a penalty. We don't know so far what's going on, but I'll update you as soon as we get the information. The government squared, so you can imagine what was going on in her family's mind in Murang'a back in Kenya. They don't know if their daughter survived or not. All we have is that little hope from the secretary principal that he said he had a call and talked to the officials of the Vietnamese government, okay? That's all we have. So guys, yeah, as much as we keep hope alive, just be prepared for anything. Yeah, drugs are bad. Remember, even if the delivery was successful, you can imagine how many people could have been affected by that cocaine. Yeah. So it's complicated. Yes, it is. But we are hopeful we'll get some news. Hope it's good news. But also, as we prepare for good news, let's prepare also for the worst, okay? Because rules are rules. There's no one better than the other one. rules should be applied equally to all. So yeah, we're praying for Margaret. I hope she said the truth. I hope honestly she didn't know she was carrying drugs. And if she knew, I'm sorry about that. If she knew, then that would be bad. Because if you know you have these drugs you're going to drop, and you know drugs are very dangerous, it's really very wrong. It's very wrong to agree to carry on with that kind of business, even if it's money, you were given a lot of money, because that money it's not worth it. See, 1,000 US dollars, she's facing death. I don't know if she survived. I don't know if anything happened. I don't know if they're still reconsidering and waiting to tell us the news. By the way, I saw some people giving some wrong, misleading information that former Kenya President Uhuru talked to the president of Vietnam, and they released Nduta. Surely, people learn to say the truth. If you really don't know, don't spread rumors. That news was not right, because there's no way Uhuru can talk can talk to the Vietnamese government, and then he has that news and we don't get it through media, the leading media houses. There was nothing like that. So Uhuru Kenyatta did not speak to the president of Vietnam, okay? Please, that's a lie. Don't listen to that. I remember I seeing people celebrating, saying, oh, God is good. Yeah, we need to celebrate, but we need to celebrate with the right information. That was wrong information. The girl has not been released. President Uhuru Kenyatta did not speak to the Vietnamese government on behalf of Fruto so that she can be released. No. Let's wait. Let's hope tomorrow we'll have some more news. But as I said, it's complicated. She traveled by bus, and I remember in the initial post I said they said she went through JKI. So I think when it was discovered she didn't use JKI, then the information came out is like she traveled by bus from Kenya to Ethiopia. She waited for 10 days for her flight. God have mercy. Hey, friends, I hope if you're out there and you're looking for a job, you are keenly following this story so that one day it can help you when you find suspicious people trying to lead you into jobs and trying to give you things, like give you a different bag, something like that. Be cautious, be careful, okay? Right now, the government is quiet. We've not heard from the government. The only thing we had is yesterday that he had a telephone conversation and they said they were going to consider. So the consideration is still going on because it's a step at a time, okay? Let's be patient. Let's be hopeful, but also prepare for the worst. Thank you, guys. Subscribe to my channel for more updates and like and share. Thank you. God bless you all. Love you. Thank you for staying with me.